Hello everyone, this video is meant to help people who are just joining a Town of Nowhere stream and want to know what's happened. I'm going to quickly explain the major events in the first 4 streams, roughly about 16 hours worth of content in about 8 minutes. If possible, leave the window open so you can watch this while you gain community points if I'm live. Each stream represents one in-game day. If you have the time, I highly recommend you watch those rather than this, just because the Town of Nowhere is a mystery game and the details matter. Details that others might have missed. I'll have a link at the end of this video for the After Hours playlist. I'll be adding additional videos to this summary playlist of future streams as well, so if it's been more than a week since this video came out, please check the playlist appearing in the top right now. After you're done watching this video and the other videos in this summary playlist, you should be ready to go. Just ask chat what's happened in this specific stream if I'm live, and that should catch you up on what's happened. The Town of Nowhere is a mystery game I made with Twitch integrations. Think of it like D&D, and I'm the dungeon master, and all of chat collectively controls one character, which they named Nowhere. To participate in chat, you can either vote in the straw polls, or you add your own options to the straw poll by using the Town of Nowhere option with community points. Community points are earned by watching my stream and a bunch of other things. I'll have a link to the Twitch article on how they work in the top pinned comment, along with a bunch of other information that the community has put together. Generally speaking, you'll need about 3,000 community points per hour if you want to put an answer in every single vote. Roughly about 9,000 per stream. I really don't think that that's something that most people will do, because sometimes the decision is like, what would you like for breakfast? And that may not be important to you. Additionally, I usually limit the options to about 10, so chances are you're not going to get to use all 9,000 points. Regardless, use your points tactically. As for the plot, you arrived in the Town of Nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, West Texas, after receiving a letter from someone named Elise claiming to be your sister. Critically, no, the main character does not remember them, and the letter goes like this. Hey you, first off, sorry we don't talk much, that's on me. I've been super busy moving. Things have been hard with the baby on the way, but Daryl has been great. I'm sure it'll all turn out okay. How are you? Work still treating you right? When I was packing, I found this picture of us and I thought you'd get a kick out of it. If you ever get a chance, you should swing by, if you can ever get away from that job. It's really nice here. I think you'd like it. It's like a fairy tale. I know email or text would be faster, but this is more personal. We used to be inseparable. That picture made me miss how close we were. Terror twins and all that. I think the black eye is from when I beat up that kid for bullying you. I guess I always was an overprotective sister. Love you, Elise. P.S. Right back. In the first stream, it was explained that the main character lost their job, and it wasn't explained what that job was. I'm leaving that up for chat to decide. Here's a quick rundown of the map of town. There's the housing area, which the letter you got that I just read to you was addressed from. The Home Depot and Randall's being a local grocery store. I think it's just a Texas thing. I'm not entirely sure. It's a subsidiary of Safeway, if that makes any sense. You've got the church, the dollar store, the library, and the 7-Eleven. The park, the city hall, the police station, the bank, and the apartment complex, as well as the motel that you have a room at and a Ford dealership. There's also the Starbucks and the nail salon. On day 1, the character was tired from riding the bus all day and went in search for coffee, finding a Winnebago named Noah eating a man alive at the 7-Eleven. Chad immediately fell in love with him and was excited to hear that he wanted to see them tomorrow. After that, they went to Starbucks and ordered a coffee, giving their name to the barista, Crystal, who turned out to be a fairy, who forced them to work her shift because she wanted to go to a concert with her boyfriend. While working at Starbucks, Noah met Gerald the wizard and some of his friends who only ordered water. Closing up for the night, Crystal was disappointed they didn't clean up the mess, but gave them their name back. Heading back to the motel, they were harassed by Sam the vampire, who kept showing up at the door asking to be let in, but he was denied. The motel Bible was used to vibe check him, gaining the weapon skill vibe check. Day 2 was Sunday, so Noah headed to the church after being tipped off that Noah would be there. It turns out that Noah was the local preacher at the Episcopal Church. Noah patiently sat through an entire sermon and learned that a local cult has Noah worried. After that, they had cake with Noah in the parish hall and asked him random questions about himself and the church. Noah explained that the man working at the 7-Eleven is a zombie and reappears a few days later, allowing him to somewhat sate his hunger while not causing problems. Noah then went to Randall's and met Daryl based on Noah's suggestion that the only Daryl in town that he knows works there. While at the grocery store, they not only met Daryl, who claims to have no memory of Elise, but also Mary, who aggressively attempted to serve them Lipton's tea. With a hunch that Daryl was lying, Noah went to the address on the letter and attempted to get in, but failed to do so. They attempted to check out some books from the library on the town town and a bigger Bible, making them able to do more damage with their Bible check skill. They were unable to find anyone to check them out, so they just took the books and went home, thus ending the day quickly and going back to the motel in order to avoid Sam. Day 3, Noah read over the town's history books and found nothing much of value. Noah was then able to get into the nail salon and met Raymond, a multi-eyed grackle who did their nails. Chat fell in love with them too, but were upset to hear that he and Noah aren't friends. Noah checked out the graveyard and looked for any names that were familiar, but failed to find anything relevant. After this, they went to the church where they found Noah doing some cleaning and repair. Noah then saw a robed figure enter the Home Depot. They spoke to Noah about the cult, and he said that he was more just disturbed that people were moving away from the faith and realized that he should be more accepting of other religions. After this, they went to the Home Depot and found several Home Depot employees that are all wearing robes and generally acting suspicious, not seeming to know much about working at Home Depot, instead opting to mangle corporate slogans. Noah picked up a job application, a cactus for Noah, as well as some birdseed for Raymond. They left the cactus at the church as an apology and then went home. On day 4, Noah checked out the local town census trying to find out any information on their supposed sister, but the records didn't have anything current, and since the letter claimed that they were still moving, this proved fruitless. But they did find out that all the weird monsters in town that they had been meeting had been there for a while. They ran into the man that Noah ate on the first day, who was a zombie named Justin, and ended up making a small amount of money in incorrect change. They filled out the Home Depot application, turned it in, and then went to Randall's to further investigate Daryl, and ran into Mary again, finally agreeing to drink the tea and found that it was just a mediocre cup of tea and not a mind-controlling poison as they had suspected. They bought some garlic and covered themselves in it to protect themselves from Sam, and went to the suspicious job interview taking place at night at the Home Depot. The job interview ended up being a ritual to summon a creature that knew Noah's name and also the situation at hand. It asked for Noah to check into what was happening and asked them to start writing down important information, since even it was unable to remember key things. It claimed that people and things were going missing. Additionally, it said that Noah should check out the house that the letter was originally addressed from, and told the Home Depot employees to help Noah in that endeavor. With that, Noah was given half of a used spiral notebook and escorted home by the cultists. After this, Noah made a note of the day's events and wrote down the names of people they knew in town. As soon as they were ready to go down for the night, a creature later revealed to be named Kevin broke into the motel room and started rummaging through their stuff, screaming at them to return it. Returning a few moments later with the local police officer, Michael, a troll, who asked Noah to return the books to the library in the morning and scolded Kevin for breaking and entering again. That about summarizes the plot so far, but in the top pinned comment you'll also find links for the artists who submitted their art to the Boru, allowing me to use it for this video, and the TV tropes page for this game, as well as the Does the Dog Die page, just in case if there's anything that freaks you out and you can know about it in advance, as well as a really helpful inventory screen that Jack Nerick has been updating and kind of further helps consolidate this information a bit as well. I'll be adding more links as I can think of them, but until then, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the streams. I will see you there. Have a good day.